Chapter 51 The Old Man in White Robe. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Soon, the street became lively, and more people came to the market. Although most people came to watch the fun and did not spend money to buy anything, there were also a small number of people who just rushed to the market. Came with goods from the market. Of the things Lin Bai made, there were not many single items. The most items were pot brushes, which were only 5, and other brooms, dustpans, etc., which were even fewer, were only 3 pairs. There is also a fish basket, a tofu basket, a food box, etc., all of which are single, and even a brush stand. Although it was just a single item, the workmanship was absolutely exquisite, and it quickly attracted several women to come over to look at the goods. They asked each other, and the key was that Lin Bai was selling something for charity, which was called a real thing. He sells pot brushes that others cost 3 cents each for 2 cents, which is definitely cheaper than others. Soon, they sold a few things. Although the price was not high, they still brought in income. The couple was so happy that their eyes narrowed, seeing that the business was coming, and Lin Bai and his wife could handle it. Lin Caisang and Lin Caisang left the stall and went to the drugstore that had just opened, where the clerk was cleaning. Both guests, do you want to take medicine? Seeing a guest coming to the door, the waiter quickly put the broom aside and stepped forward to greet him with a smile. Brother, do you collect medicinal materials here? I have some medicinal materials here. Lin Caisang glanced at the bamboo basket carried behind Lin Caisang and asked the clerk. Medicine? The waiter glanced at the two of them, then squinted at the bamboo basket behind Lin Caisang. Although he curled his lips, he was not unhappy. Of course the medicinal materials are collected. You guys follow me to the backyard, and the shopkeeper will collect them only after he sees that they are good ones. With that said, he took the two of them to the backyard. As soon as I stepped into the backyard, the scent of tea wafted into my nose, which was refreshing. Looking around, an old man with gray hair and a white robe was sitting on a bamboo chair. In front of him was a bamboo table with a tea set on it. The aroma of tea wafted out from there. Old shopkeeper, you are here. When the waiter saw the old man, his face was immediately filled with smiles and he went to greet him. What's the matter? The old man raised his head slightly and glanced sharply at Lin Caisang and the two people behind the waiter. It's like this. The young man and the young lady said that they had some medicinal materials and asked if our drug store would accept them. Therefore, the young man wanted to check with the shopkeeper. The clerk glanced at Lin Caisang and replied. Medicine. Bring it to me. The old man said. Hey, okay. When Lin Caisang heard what he said, he immediately took the bamboo basket off his back, strode forward and placed it next to the old man. There are a lot of medicinal materials here. We have packed them separately. Look at this, this is Huang Jing. Lin Caisang took over what his eldest brother said, because Lin Caisang only knew the medicinal materials and didn't know their names. Old sir, I have several medicinal materials here, including polygonatum, huangqin, quanshen, salvia miltiariza, gastrodia alata, buplurum, fangfong, and red peony root. Please see if you can collect these things here. She walked to the old shopkeeper and asked respectfully. There are quite a lot of medicinal materials. The old man stroked the long beard on his chest with one hand, picked up a package of medicinal herbs with the other hand, put it to his nose and smelled it. Gastrodia alata, the smell is quite strong, but... He opened the paper wrapping the medicinal ingredients and took a look, but there was a look of disgust on his face. Little girl, your medicinal materials are... Chapter 52 Look at a little girl. You are listening at novelfull.audio. I know what the old gentleman wants to say. These medicinal materials have not been dried yet. I have only dug these medicinal materials in the mountains in the past few days. I only asked the price when I took these things today. I am not going to take these half-wet medicinal materials in the future. The dry medicinal materials are sold, and the family is also lacking in clothes and food recently. Before the old man could finish speaking, Lin Caisang explained. Mister, just ask for the price. I will definitely take care of it before selling these medicinal materials. Well, the little girl is quite honest. The old man glanced at Lin Caisang again and nodded with satisfaction. These medicinal materials of yours are not of the highest quality, they are not big in size, and the price is not high, you know. I see. Lin Caisang naturally wouldn't be pretentious and nodded. The top quality items are all at home. They must be taken care of before being sold. Otherwise, it will be difficult to appraise them. What she brought today was indeed only small medicinal materials. She had to dry the large medicinal materials before selling them, otherwise she would feel at a loss just by lowering the price of the semi-wet medicinal materials, old man. He said this as if he would be ignorant of her medicinal materials. The little girl makes a living by collecting herbs. Collecting herbs for a living, you can also say that although I just started collecting herbs, I really want to make a living from them in the future. Lin Caisang nodded. It seems a bit unreasonable for her to be a miracle doctor and not rely on medicine to make a living, right? Besides, Jinju Space has to rely on her to cure diseases and save people in order to be upgraded. Now she can only grow medicinal materials, and at least upgrade livestock. Who can raise some poultry to be self-sufficient? But now, she doesn't want to think about anything else except making money. It's hard to live without money. Xiao Shi, take all these medicinal materials to the backyard at a moderate price and let them bask in the sun for a few more days. The old man raised his hand to wave to the waiter and ordered him. Huh. Below average, Xiao Shi stared at the gastrodia alata in the old man's hand. It's obviously so small, how can it be below average? It's obviously inferior quality, and it's still a semi-finished product. What's wrong with the old shopkeeper? Is he confused? Ah, what, hurry up and go. Seeing that he didn't move, the old man said to him again. Oh, yes, little one, go right here. Xiao Shi hurriedly responded, carrying a bamboo basket, and took Lin Caisang and Lin Caisang to weigh in. Father, what are you looking at? After a while, the old man stared at Lin Caisang's retreating back until a voice sounded in his ears. Look at a little girl. The old man replied. What? A little girl, what does she look like? Which family is she from? What's her name? Father, do you really like her? After hearing the old man's words, the man was startled at first, but soon returned to normal, but a long series of questions came from his mouth. Hearing this, the old man glanced at him angrily. My son is about to get married, why are he still making such a noise? Aren't I worried about your affairs? You said you are so picky about accepting a disciple. Now that I finally find one, I have to pay more attention to it. The man said. The old man's eyes were slightly strange, and he shook his head with a chuckle. That little girl, I'm afraid no one is lucky enough to accept her as a disciple. I'm curious about what you said. The man chuckled, disagreeing with the old man's words. Isn't she just a little girl? How can she be praised so much by you? Is it possible that she can be self-taught? Go and take a look at the medicinal materials she sent. Don't disturb me here. The old man waved to him. Chapter 53. You are wanting to separate the family. You are listening at MagicalSpace. The medicinal materials that the little girl sent don't look like much at first glance, and they are not impressive at all, but any doctor with a sensitive nose can know that regardless of the quality of the medicines, they must have been carefully selected. Sometimes, medicinal materials don't necessarily have to look good, but they also have to smell and have a strong taste to be a good medicinal material. The medicinal materials Lin Caisang brought were good medicinal materials that could be smelled, especially those medicinal materials that were still semi-dry. No matter what was going on in the drugstore, on the street, Lin Caisang was carrying a bamboo basket on his back, holding half a tael of broken silver and more than 20 copper coins in his hand, his face full of excitement. Sang, why are these medicinal materials so easy to sell? It's just a little more, just over half a tael of silver, and I've been hunting for several days. He looked at Lin Caisang as he walked and asked. With just a little money, you can succeed like this? Brother, can we make some progress? Lin Caisang glanced at Lin Caisang. Well. Lin Caisang's face turned red when she spoke, and he pursed his lips and stopped talking. This is just the worst medicinal material in our family, and it is not dried. If it is ready, it will be more valuable. Lin Caisang reminded him again when he saw that he was silent. In fact, some medicinal materials are expensive and some are cheap. Calculated by kilogram, she feels that she is losing money by selling them, okay? Sang, you are so awesome. If Grandma knew about it, she would be extremely happy. Lin Caisang said. We can't tell Grandma that they know about this, Lin Caisang said. What, why? Lin Caisang stopped and asked her puzzledly. Sang, do you want to make money by yourself? He asked. The only thing he could think of was that Lin Caisang wanted to hide the money he got from selling medicinal materials. It's not that I want to make money by myself, but I do have this idea. I will save the money I earn in the future. Maybe it can be put to great use in the future. Brother, you should do the same. Lin Caisang looked at him and said seriously. Moreover, now Qinger and Changyi go with me to dig up medicinal materials. I point them to where to dig them, and they can't recognize the medicinal materials at all. Brother, what do you think? From now on, I will always identify the medicinal materials in the mountains and dig them for Anai and the others. Isn't that realistic? And the medicinal materials in the mountains are always limited. This is the most important thing. You can't keep digging medicinal materials in the mountains for a few small ones at home, right? She also has her own things to do, and occasionally has to do a task or something. That. Brother, I understand what you mean. In the past, my family could only rely on you for hunting and Brother Changfeng to copy books to earn money to support the family. But it is different now. Third uncle can make things and sell them. The most we can do is buy him a bullock cart. Let him sell the goods. Seeing Lin Caisang was about to speak, Lin Caisang raised his hand to stop him. Also, we can eat and drink at home, buy food and fabrics, etc., but we really can't do more for other things. It's not that I'm stingy and unwilling to contribute money and effort to the family, but the reality is this anyway. I just want to save some money and plan for myself. Brother, what do you think? Sang, do you want to separate the family? Lin Caisang was speechless. Is that what he meant? Isn't it because you want to keep the money you earn by yourself that you want to separate the family? Lin Caisang. How can this be a separation? What are you thinking about? Brother, you don't understand what I mean. What I mean is that from now on, the money we earn will be kept by ourselves, and the money earned by third uncle and the others will also be kept by themselves. We should also be more filial to grandpa and grandma. In this way maybe it would be better, splitting up the family or something, but I really haven't thought about it. Chapter 54. She thought, it should be possible. You are listening at novelfull.audio. I just thought that from now on, the third uncle will do his work to make money, and then he and the others will help him. Big brother, you hunt, I will collect herbs to make money, and I will take care of myself. Isn't this good? Sang, are you doing this because of here? Lin Caisang looked at her and asked. Here is also part of the reason, but more importantly, I want to save some money of my own. I want to study medicine. With the money I earn, I want to buy some medical books. And, brother, don't you think you should actually go to school to study for a few years? Is it really okay if you don't know a lot of Chinese characters? Lin Caisang said. To be honest, Lin Caisang really didn't have much influence on her. Her ambition was neither big nor small. Lin Changyi was 7 years old and it was time for enlightenment. She thought send him to school. As for the eldest brother, she didn't point out that he should be a scholar like Lin Changfeng and rise to prominence, but he should at least be literate. These are all she must think about now. You're right. Lin Caisang nodded. He really wanted to learn how to read, but his family's situation in recent years did not allow him to do so. The money he earned was not enough for the family's expenses, and he was indeed still young and could not earn much money. But it's always a bad idea not to tell grandma when you earn money. Otherwise. Sang, next time you dig for medicinal materials, come with me to the mountain. Don't take Chinger and the others with you. If they ask, just tell them there are not many medicinal materials on the mountain, you can dig it alone. Isn't third uncle going to do carpentry work? Let them help at home. This is okay, Lin Caisang nodded, feeling that Lin Caisang was right. Things at home must be handled through grandma's eyes, otherwise she would be sorry for grandma's love for her. When this batch of medicinal materials is sold, it should be enough to buy a bullock cart for my third uncle. Then we will see if he can sell the goods in other villages. She thought, it should be possible. If you don't tell me this in advance, you have to go to the blacksmith shop. Let's go. Lin Caisang reminded her. When Lin Caisang and Lin Caisang returned to the stall, there were far fewer people on the street. Uncle San, have you sold a lot? Looking at the empty stalls, Lin Caisang asked Lin Bai. Your third uncle sells it cheaply. Lin Yang said with a smile, but regardless of whether it was cheap or not, wood and bamboo were readily available, so they could earn as much as they could, and they were content. Sang, Caisang, how is that thing? Lin Bai asked him. It didn't matter whether the things were sold or not, but there was one important thing that they had come to gather together, and he had always kept it in mind. The goldsmith said that we can pick up the goods tomorrow afternoon, and we paid a deposit. Lin Caisang replied. Is there enough money? Lin Bai asked again. Iron tools are expensive, and it takes a long time to save a hoe before you can afford it, not to mention that the things they want are all so weird. I have enough money, but my wallet will be empty tomorrow. Lin Caisang pursed her red lips and winked as she said, after so many days of hard work, at least it's enough. When I get the goods tomorrow, I can make the wheelchair, and Grandpa can go outside to see the scenery. No matter how hard it is, I'm not willing to bear it. That's good. Lin Bai also breathed a sigh of relief. I'll pick it up tomorrow. No, let the elder brother get it. The goldsmith doesn't know you and won't give it to you. Lin Caisang said. Chapter 55. Are you too willing to spend too much? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Bai, I think these people are almost gone. How about we go back? Lin Yang suggested, looking at the sparse people on the street. Those who should buy things have already done so, and the people on the street now are just looking around. No one will sincerely buy anything, so it is better to collect the things and go home. That's fine. Sister Sang, you are back. Did you buy me pearl flowers? But when they got home, it was almost afternoon, but Lin Lu was still waiting for them before eating. When Lin Caisang saw them coming back, she immediately rushed up, staring at Lin Caisang with bright eyes, and asked. Well, Lin Caisang choked at her question and immediately blushed. She sold the medicinal materials she brought, and after all calculations, it was only enough money to pay the gold and blacksmith. Although she still had it on hand, she had to pay the gold and blacksmith tomorrow, so Zhuhua really didn't buy it. Chinger, Sister Sang spent all her money today. Next time I sell the medicinal materials and buy you pearl flowers, okay? That she asked Lin Caisang in a consultative tone. That's it. The little girl pursed her lips, seemingly disappointed, but before she could say anything, a familiar voice came from behind her. TSK, Sister Sang, Chinger has been waiting for you for a long time, but you didn't buy her the pearl flowers. The medicinal materials must have cost a lot of money, and the money you and Brother Changhong have earned these days is also gone. I gave it to Grandma and you spent it all, so you're too generous to spend it, right? Lin Saiha looked at Lin Caisang sideways and said in a strange tone, in the past few days, she drank porridge every day until she almost vomited. Lin Changhong obviously went to town to sell game animals every day. Did Brother Changhong secretly buy you a hosta? Brother Changhong promised to buy it for you a few days ago. Can you show it to all of us? Lin Caisang. Didn't this girl see that everyone in the family except Grandpa was in the yard? Or do you want to deliberately cause trouble to Grandma in front of her? Want to tell Grandma that she is just a person who only spends money and doesn't work? However, based on past experience, even if she spent all the money at home, Grandma would not be willing to say a word to her, right? Shut up. After hearing what his daughter said, Lin Bai turned pale with anger. He yelled at Lin Caisang and turned to look at Lin Lu behind her. Mom, don't listen to Here's nonsense. I know that Sang and Changhong spent the money, and we can get the things tomorrow. I know. Lin Lu nodded her head and said nothing else. The children were filial and wanted to make a movable chair for the old man. Lin Changhong had already mentioned this to her, and she agreed. It would be the best thing to allow the old man to come out for some air from time to time. I know that Sang and Changhong are the most filial. Qing girl, next time you sell medicinal materials, ask Sang to buy you pearl flowers. Okay, I'll listen to Grandma. Lin Caisang responded. Sister Sang, actually, if the second sister didn't say anything, I would also like to say that I am not in a hurry to buy the pearl flowers. I am still young, and the pearl flowers will definitely be snatched away by others. As she spoke, she secretly glanced at Lin Caisang, whose face was red with anger. Lin Caisang, you. So good. Lin Caisang pinched the little girl's cheek. You're all hungry. Let's go eat first. Grandma will bring out the dishes. Third brother, bring your father out and we can eat together. Mrs. Lin Lu glanced at Lin Caisang and turned around to go to the kitchen. Chapter 56 I Don't Owe You Anything. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Lin Bai went to the room to carry Lin Laogan, and Lin Caisang also took Lin Changhong to the main room. Lin Yang looked at her eldest daughter, sighed, went to put the things on the ox cart into the room, and returned the goods in the afternoon. The cart must be returned. The people in the yard left all at once, leaving Lin Caisang alone. You. When Lin Caisang ignored her, he secretly stamped his foot with red eyes. It's obviously her fault. Why should she blame me? Where did I say something wrong? Is it right that she spent all the money? No, I must ask Sister Sang to hand over the money. Gritting her teeth, she turned around and chased Lin Caisang to the main room. Why should she be eating porridge at home while Lin Caisang was spending money outside? This family was too unfair, right? Why? Sister Sang, Sister Sang. What's the matter? Lin Caisang turned around and looked at Lin Caisang who was chasing her with a frown, already feeling a little unhappy. You and brother Changhong have been selling wild eggs and game these past few days, and today you also sold medicinal materials. Have you really spent all the money? Or have you hidden it yourself? You don't want to hide your private money, do you? Lin Caisang scratched his neck and questioned Lin Caisang. You can't do this. All the money in the family has to be given to Grandma. If you hide the money, how will everyone live? Hide personal money? Ha! Lin Caisang sat on the stool, clenching her right hand into a fist, tapping the second knuckles of her 4 fingers on the table, looking at Lin Caisang who was choking with her with a half-smile. I really don't know what private money is. Here, why don't you explain to me? If the money my eldest brother and I earn is in our own hands, why is it called hiding private money, huh? Lin Caisang choked and didn't know how to reply. It took him a while to find his voice. I never hid any money. Why are you so selfish? That's because you haven't earned any money, and you don't know how to hide it even if you want to, right? Lin Changhong stared at her and asked. Originally, he thought that there was something wrong with Sang's idea of saving money for himself. Now looking at Lin Caisang, he felt that Sang's decision was really the right one. Lin Caisang was speechless at his words. Lin Caisang, let me tell you, even if Sang wants to hide her private money, she earned it herself. She picked up the wild eggs and dug the medicinal materials. She keeps the money she earned by herself. What's wrong with that? Seeing that she was speechless, Lin Changhong asked her again. Even if you come to Grandpa and Grandma, it's okay for Caisang to keep the money he earned. If you want money, just earn it and keep it yourself. None of us will object. Are you interested in holding on to Caisang all day long? Did Caisang provoke you? Every time you talk to Caisang said something to you, right? You think it's natural for Caisang to let you go, Lin Caisang. Caisang doesn't owe you anything. I go hunting in the mountains, Caisang digs medicinal materials and collects eggs. That's what we do. What does it have to do with you? What's the matter? You haven't contributed even half of your efforts, do you still want us to give you money? How dare you say this? Brother. Seeing that Lin Caisang was really angry, Lin Caisang reached out and pulled his sleeve. Here still. Caisang, are you still speaking for her? Is Lin Caisang still young? She is only half a month younger than us. Qing'er and Chang'e are both more sensible than her. Lin Caisang interrupted Lin Caisang's words and stared at himself. Lin Caisang said. Chapter 57. Come, eat some meat to calm down the fire. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Lin Caisang. Brother, is it really okay for you to criticize your sister like this? I am your sister. I didn't say she was young, it's just that we are all a family, so don't worry about her so much. At this time, it was inappropriate to talk about Lin Caisang because she was still young. She could only talk in another way. As a family, there was nothing wrong with bickering. Don't be angry, come on, eat a piece of meat to calm down the fire. She stood up, picked up a piece of braised pork, and handed it to Lin Caisang's mouth. Lin Caisang looked at his sister dumbfounded. He could only bear this tone and eat meat first. Lin Caisang saw that the two siblings didn't take her seriously at all and were still eating the braised pork she coveted. Her teeth itched with anger and her tears fell down. Turning around, she wanted to go outside to find her parents to help her talk. However, as soon as she turned around, she saw her grandfather's biological father with a livid face on his back. Grandpa, Daddy. She was startled, frightened by her father's ugly expression. Here, you are really too ignorant. Lin Laogong looked at Lin Caisang, his granddaughter, and sighed and shook his head. Grandpa, I just think Sister Caisang shouldn't spend all her money. This is. Lin Caisang spoke weakly, trying to explain something. That's the money Caisang and Caisang earned. If they don't spend it, why should they spend it on you? Lin Bai shouted angrily. What Caisang just said is right. If you want money to spend, just earn it yourself. What are you doing with Caisang's money? Who deserves to earn money and give it to you? Are Caisang and Caisang your father or your mother? I. Lin Caisang lowered his head and did not dare to speak any more. Why? Lin Laogong shook his head and sighed again. Third brother, carry me in first. It's very tiring to carry me like this. After hearing what he said, Lin Bai glared at Lin Caisang again, then carried Lin Laogong to the room, put him on the chair, then turned around and glared at Lin Caisang again, feeling extremely angry. When he was in the town before, he heard that Caisang and Caisang were going to earn money for him to buy a bullock cart. He felt so happy. It was hard to describe how happy he felt that the children at home had finally grown up and become sensible, but just how long ago, when I heard my daughter's words, it was like a bucket of cold water being poured down on my head, and it chilled my heart. You are so ignorant, how could I? Third uncle, don't be angry. Lin Caisang saw Lin Bai raised his hand and almost hit Lin Caisang, so he quickly spoke out to persuade him, but Lin Caisang was really too ignorant. If she had such a daughter, she would be so angry that she would vomit blood and die. No wonder Lin Bai would be so angry that she wanted to hit someone. After hearing her words, Lin Bai took a deep breath and walked aside bitterly and stopped talking. Here, what my elder brother said just now is indeed unpleasant, but it is also the truth. Lin Caisang looked at Lin Caisang seriously, walked to her step by step, and spoke slowly. Perhaps in your opinion, it is natural for my eldest brother and I to earn money to feed you and clothe you, because this has been the way our family has been since my father's time. But I tell you now that this is wrong. Everyone has their own pair of hands and feet. They can support themselves with their own hands and feet, and you are no exception. My eldest brother and I have this responsibility and obligation to take care of Grandpa and Grandma, because they are elders and the parents of my brother and I, but we have no responsibility to take care of your food and drink and provide for you to grow up. To put it bluntly, I and my brother, if the elder brother is willing to spend money for you, that is a matter of affection. If he is not willing, that is also a duty. No one will say anything wrong about us. Chapter 58 I am your daughter. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Also, my third uncle and my third aunt love me because my father was kind to them in the past, and they remember their past friendship. Therefore, even if it is kindness to others, it is mutual. If you are kind to me, I am good to you, but you are like this now. I am good to you, but you use me as a thorn in your side. Everyone will see the reality clearly and will no longer give foolishly. Finally, I would like to advise you, go to the village and ask around, whose little girl lives as comfortably as mine. You should eat and drink when you should and never fall behind. Here, you should be content. You. Lin Caisang gritted his teeth and looked at Lin Caisang unconvinced. In addition, Grandpa and Grandma love me. My dad used to work hard to earn money every day and serve them. My brother was young and illiterate and risked his life every day to hunt in the mountains. It didn't fall from the sky. So don't be jealous or feel unfair. God is fair to everyone, Lin Caisang said to her calmly again. Sang sang. Lin Yang was yelled at by Lin Bai's roar just now. After hearing Lin Caisang's words, she also secretly wiped away tears. Here, why are you really so ignorant? When you were just born, your grandma stole all your clothes when she came to visit your mother. It was your uncle who stole Sangsang's clothes. I gave you all my clothes, so you didn't freeze to death. You are really. Now that there is no news about the elder Bolan Baizhong going to join the army, as the third aunt, did she really do something wrong by loving Sang Sang? Lin Caisang's eyes were red. Being hostile to so many people in his family, he could only cry. What else could he say? But how could she be convinced? Mom, I am your daughter. Look at your home. Grandpa and Grandma are good to Sister Sang Sang. I dare not have any objection. But why do you, Dad, eldest brother, even Qing'er and Chang'e only listen to Sister Sang Sang? I am their biological sister. She cried and looked at Lin Chang'e, who was clutching the hem of Lin Caisang's clothes, and felt even more uncomfortable. Here. Lin Changfeng also walked out at this moment and looked at his sister. Okay, stop talking. Besides, the food is cold and I'm already hungry. When Lin Caisang saw Lin Changfeng running out, it could be seen that the scene was only going to get louder and louder, so he quickly spoke up and put an end to it. Grandma, I'm hungry. Here we come, the rice porridge is here, and we also put wild vegetables in it today. It's very fragrant. Mrs. Lin Lu put the tray with 3 pots of porridge in her hand on the table, glanced at Lin Caisang, and said nothing. There's some from Lao San's house in the kitchen. Go bring it over. Why? Lin Yang responded and went to the kitchen. Lin Changfeng followed suit when he saw this. Everyone, sit down. We have to eat before we discuss any big things. Lin Lu said to everyone. Grandma. Lin Caisang looked at Lin Lu with a grieved face, glanced at the others timidly, and wanted to sit aside. Here, go help your mother get all the porridge from the kitchen. Lin Lu ordered her. After hearing the words, Lin Caisang stiffened. Although he was reluctant, he could only nod and go to help Lin Yang. The meal was finished in relative silence. Lin Laogan did not go back to his room immediately. The whole family sat in the main room talking. Lin Caisang did not dare to go back to his room because he had offended Lin Caisang before, so he could only retreat. In the corner, try to pretend you don't exist. Sang Sang, are you serious that you want to buy a bullock cart for your third uncle? Chapter 59 Better than just sitting at home all day. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Mrs. Lin Lu looked at her granddaughter and couldn't believe where she had the confidence to earn enough money to buy a bullock cart. She knew the price of the buffalo. Even if Yecheng was the poorest province with the cheapest prices for everything, a big buffalo still cost 4 or 5 taels of silver, right? The third child can make the trolley by himself, but 4 or 5 taels of silver, for their current home, that is a sky-high price. How can they afford it? Sister Sang, are the medicinal materials we dug very valuable? Lin Caisang and Lin Caisang both looked at Lin Caisang without blinking and asked with their eyes shining brightly, if this is the case, then they must go to the mountains every day to dig medicinal materials and earn more money to buy a lot of delicious food for their families. The medicinal materials are somewhat valuable, but it is not easy to find the medicinal materials in the mountains. Lin Caisang smiled faintly at them, then turned to look at Lin Laogan and Lin Lu. Father, mother, and Sang have told me that if our family has an ox cart, I will make some small things at home, such as benches, and pull the ox cart to various villages and towns to sell them. It is better than sitting idle every day. I can't make any money at home. Lin Bai said. This is a solution. Lin Laogong nodded, thinking it was a good idea. It's just this buffalo. Grandpa, don't worry about the buffalo. We still have dozens of kilograms of medicinal materials at home, and they are all good quality. Once they are dried and sold in the drugstore, you should be able to buy a buffalo, Lin Caisang said. If it's not enough, I will go to the mountains a few more times and hunt more prey to sell in the town. It will definitely be possible. Lin Changhong continued what his sister said. Grandpa, Grandma, we can go digging for medicine with Sister Sang to make money. Lin Chanyi also said. I'm still sensible. Lin Caisang smiled and raised his hand to touch Lin Chanyi's head. Grandpa, what I mean is that there are not many medicinal materials in the mountains, and there is no need for the three of us to go together. Chanyi and Qing'er will be at home from now on, helping the third uncle to dig out the medicinal materials. Let the eldest brother follow me. Let's go together. This, Changhong. Lin Laogong looked at Lin Changhong and asked his opinion. Grandpa, what Sang means is also what I mean. Lin Changhong saw this and immediately said. The mountain is a mountain after all. Just because it has been safe these days does not mean that it will always be safe. There are still wild beasts. If Sang is alone, I can still run with her, but if I take Qing'er and Chanyi with me, I don't have that ability anymore. Yes, old man, Changhong is right. Mrs. Lin Lu responded repeatedly when she heard her grandson's words. You don't know. A few days ago, Sang and the others entered the mountain. I have never let go of my mind. I have been thinking about whether there will be any danger in the mountain. In the future, if Changhong follows Sang, I can do it too. Not worried. What she said was the most truthful thing. When men go into the mountains to collect birds' nests, the women in the family will be frightened, let alone her family's Sang. To put it bluntly, there are no jackals, tigers, or leopards on the mountain. That boy Mo Lien didn't hunt a wild boar in the mountains yesterday. The wild boar was so big. If he met Sang and the others who were digging for medicine, they would be doomed, wouldn't they? Therefore, let Changhong follow. Then let's do this, let Chang'e and Qing Yada help at home. Lin Laogong was saved alive, and the matter was settled. From now on, the only people going up the mountain were Lin Caisang and Lin Changhong. Chapter 60 Why do you need to be literate? Doesn't he know how to hunt? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Wife, you, the third family, and here have some free time to cultivate the land. The weather is nice this year and it's not too cold. We have to sow the seeds early to avoid this bad weather again. All the food is finished. Okay. Mrs. Lin Lu responded. Grandpa, there is one more thing I want to discuss with you and Grandma. Seeing that everything that needed to be said was finished, Lin Caisang glanced at his eldest brother, and then turned to look at Lin Laogong seriously. It just so happens that the third uncle and the third aunt are here, please wait and listen to their opinions. What's going on? Lin Laogong asked. His intuition told him that what Sang Sang was about to say was related to the whole family and was not her alone. I think. Grandpa, I want to save the money I earned from hunting in the mountains. Before Lin Caisang could speak, he heard Lin Caisang speak first, taking everything into his own hands. Lin Caisang. This elder brother is really impatient. Is it possible that he is afraid that Grandpa will slap her when he hears her words? Also, couldn't you put it more tactfully? What, do you really want to embezzle the family's money? Lin Caisang, who had always thought of himself as a transparent person, became furious and screamed when he heard Lin Caisang's words. Grandma, father and mother, look at them, they don't want to make things easier for the family at all. Sure enough, she guessed it right. Lin Caisang and Lin Caisang just wanted to hide their private money, so she drank porridge every day these days, and almost made herself sick. Why steal the family's money? Mrs. Lin Lu glared at Lin Caisang displeasedly. If you don't know how to speak, just keep your mouth shut. Whoever earns the money in the family can spend it. Caisang, what do you mean? Tell me and your grandpa. She knew that this idea was definitely not Lin Caisang's alone. Grandma, this is what I mean. Lin Caisang said. It's not like what I said to my eldest brother. We really keep all the money we earn by ourselves. We just want to keep some money around us so that we can use it for urgent matters in the future. Of course, I also want to save some money and let my eldest brother go to school to learn a few words. Although my eldest brother is already 13 years old, it may be a little too late to go to school, but it is better to know a few words than to be illiterate. She glanced at Lin Caisang, then looked at Lin Laogong. Of course I have to get this. Caisang should learn to read. Lin Laogong nodded immediately. Lin Caisang's failure to go to school has always been a worry in his heart, but his family had no money and could not afford to support his 2 grandchildren, so he had no choice. Now that Sang Sang had brought it up, he naturally agreed. Grandpa, it's not enough to have an eldest brother studying alone at home. Why does brother Caisang need to be literate? Doesn't he know how to hunt? Lin Caisang immediately became unhappy and rushed to speak. The reason why she wanted to compare with Lin Caisang before was because her eldest brother was a scholar and was superior to others, but if Lin Caisang could read and be better than her elder brother, wouldn't she have to pick mulberries in the bush again? This is not okay, absolutely not. She firmly disagrees. However, no one paid attention to her words. Caisang, if you plan to go to school, then I will teach you some words these days so that you can keep up with them in school in the future. Lin Caisang looked at Lin Caisang and said gently. Brother. Lin Caisang was anxious. Brother really wanted Lin Caisang to go to school to learn literacy.